Consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
Could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged, but they're true to their ways. Sin popped a cherry and begat a damnation. Involuntary emancipation. Man, I'm just pacing. Amidst the man I'm facing, I kept my standing station. Me give standing ovation. Yes, we didn't ask for this shit. Let me spit. In a way, the movement lost its way when it lost Che with the aid of U.S. Green Beret. 10-9-6-7, the execution day. I exhumed Che. From the throat, I spit notes of guerrilla warfare. Feel no remorse here. Feel the source here. Even the score here. 40 acres in a tool, and we're pushing for more shares. When Bush brings a leak, I'm checking for forced air. Involuntary emancipation. The market free for white corp to do whatever it wants. You're free to spark weed mixed with Arab corner store blunts. Tall tales from Katrina News exaggerate scenes. Velvet speaker cops looting and bagging New Orleans. Power elite will shower the street, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy, repeat. The power elite will shower the street, devour and creep until I defeat. Lot of mercy. Yes, we detest, but less we test, collect the best, and we address this effing mess. We will arrest this contest, and we invest. Progress must sweat, but let no regrets to attest. Involuntary emancipation. See, we could have saved more, but they didn't know they were slaves. I don't even think they cared that they were slaves. We could have saved more if they knew they were slaves, were truly engaged. But see, they're true to their ways. Involuntary emancipation. I must confess sadly, whether it's the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next year. I said, I must confess sadly, whether we're talking about the next tragedy or maybe next year or perhaps just the next tear. Perhaps not very long after the stench from the beloved shells of the dead have gone and rotten. Amidst the next slice of hell, the living dead will have forgotten. Forgotten. Please believe me, it's easy. After all, we're just refugees. See, yes, we're all just refugees. Trust when I say all, it's in the sense of us, not all in the sense of y'all. No. Essentially, what I'm discerning is if Mother sent a great natural burning to the alleys and avenue of Mount Vernon, I too would be a refugee. A haughty look goes right before you descend. You naughty, crooked, spiteful children. The great mother has been dissed, mistreated, mom is pissed. She's heated, she's blown her top. She's dysfunctional from global warming. The noble warning, your scientists told you. And now that she's vocal, unstoppable scorn. From the pit of her belly, she spits tropical storms. But look, it's not like you weren't warned. You wrote the book. Involuntary emancipation. See, we couldn't save those cats because they didn't think they were slaves. And even the ones that knew, they didn't care that they were slaves. There wasn't nothing that we could do. Nothing we could do. And then Moms cry, as they mourn in the morn. I rise to rise raised, despite the craze, let the Almighty be praised. Don't choose the news, why bother these days? The extent of the third George's tour, the intent of the Third World War. George won't relent from the oppressed, he's a dreaded pestilent. He's worth more than a hand in a blend of other dead presidents. So says the misled residents dwelling in this dead residence. And this is my testament, as I spit on dead presidents. It's been hell since the moment he stole office, and L was drove in the red, white, and blue old coffin. The few, the proud grew in numbers and started to come round more often. It's a police state, and overseas thug state for Pete's sake. When do we seek the uptake? Everybody's buying plastic and duct tape. It's drastic enough to drive an old nut straight. Frustrated frustration. But you must wait, friend, because fools rush straight in, becoming fool for the taking. Time in its true consideration, or else face ruthless obliteration. You must wait, friend.
Grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Man, oh man, oh man. What a great Umoja we are on. Family, family, family. I'd like to welcome you to Giami Journey Media. And, man, it's... this morning I had a hard time coming up. Well, it ain't really had a hard time. I gotta rethink a lot of stuff, right? Because the issue is like, it's like because people is like, well, I'm surrounded by I don't know if I need to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about it. So I'm just going to do the show. All right, family. So, we are going to go and we are going to do the toast. I'm going to do the rant. The rant for the day is called, You Might Be Doing Too Much. You might be doing too much. And I want to talk a little bit about that in the many different flavors that it comes in, that this problem may come in, and how it may hinder unity. But also I want to announce that one of my daughters got in touch with me. Actually, I was blessed kind of this weekend. One of my daughters got in touch with me. I'm gonna have my day beads, so I'm gonna be able to, my day born beads. I'm gonna be able to show those off, and also I'm gonna have my ranking beads back. So want to give it up for Miss Afua. Let's give it up for Miss Afua. Also, my other daughter with Little Booties Matter, you know what I'm saying? LBM will be launching another one of her commercials, and me and Cleve is supposed to be in competition because Cleve said he could do the commercial better than me. We gonna see. We gonna see. Thank you. This all you need?
Yeah, we're gonna load some stuff on the computer because they're already set it all up.
Oh, okay. All right. So you only okay? All right. I thought it was gonna be more than that. All right. This is supply for school. But Cleve said he could do it better than me, so I'm gonna go set him up on the computer tonight. And I done sent her one commercial. Cleve is supposed to be trying to do another one. So because Giami Journey, we make commercials. We do a little bit of something. Y'all know. And so, but she gonna be launching. She has a model, and she's gonna be getting a few more models that's gonna be coming up. So we want to send it out, and support. We can support these businesses, right? Everybody need draws. Even little booty women need draws. So I'm in full support. So go on and do your thing, Miss Keisha. All right, but anyway, we are about to go on and do this, but y'all know I gotta go on and say my fair due to all of those on them other platforms. You got to come over to gnj.media, and if you don't know by now, you should. You are going to learn that we stream live on gnj.media. We just start off here, right, for the toast. Now, of course, if it's a recorded stream or whatever, we're gonna stream it through. As a matter of fact, we have the show from yesterday that will be rebroadcast. Of course, it's going to be rebroadcast as a podcast. But, of course, you're going to be able to, just listen because, you know, a lot of people be at work and they don't want to be able to, they want to be able to hear it. Because, I mean, like with the downloads, family, we killing them as far as podcasting. You know what I'm saying? Like the numbers for the live, for the stream, and for what people are viewing and stuff like that. This, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It has never really been up to where the podcast is, but this is where a lot of the supporters are. So we continue doing this because every now and then the supporters want to come to the site and see, or come to one of the platforms, social media platforms, and see some of the stuff that we're doing. So we try to make sure that we have stuff up. But really, when it comes to views and stuff, we do a lot better as far as podcasts. You know what I'm saying? For the little outfit that we are, we do a lot better on the podcast. Do you have Bro Statista on Spreaker regarding last interview? Yes, I posted that up. That might be posted up. I uploaded it to Spreaker, so it should be on Spreaker. Yes, it should be. And if not, let me know and I get it for you, because I do need to broadcast that to Spreaker, because I did that straight live. Well, I mean, I did that between me and him, recorded it, downloaded it as a video and as an audio, and I do remember uploading it to Spreaker, so it should be going out soon. And if not, if you on our list, matter of fact, I could send that out to. I think I might have sent that out to them, but I'll find. I have to remember, because I got so much. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to do so much, doing too much perhaps. But anyway, let's go on and let's go and click some of these off, and we're gonna go straight to GNJ.media. Come on over to GNJ.media, fam. That's where we are. That's where we live. That's where we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. What we do. When we do what we do. How we do what we do. All right. So right now, family, it's just us over here. And of course, you know, Anime is not going to sound off for me until I big up her cousin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love family and tribal connections like that. You know what I'm saying? It get on your nerves, but they let you know where they stand at, right? Anime been sitting over here eating up my food for all these years. You know, and I didn't even know she had any living relatives. Bainu give her a call. Next thing you know, she gangster in the show. So, family, I want y'all to go get that Bainu Health sea moss. That Bainu Health sea moss. Look for Bainu Health. They ain't out there, right? Is that cool, Anime? You satisfied? Cool. All right. Let me get. Can I need. Well, first, let me get everything set up. All right. Let's go and get our timer together. All right, cool. Timer on. All right. We have exactly 10 minutes for me to try to make my point. Can I please get the horn, Anime? Can I get the horn, baby? What's going on? You moving kind of slow. One horn. Oh, man. The rant is on, and the rant today is... You might be doing too much. You might be doing too much, right? See, now, there's two ways this could happen. This could be where you have the individual that is so busy that they start moving in and interfering with other people doing things, all right? They're so busy, right? They not only want to do what they do, but they want to do what everybody else is doing. They want to make sure everybody else is doing everything that they're supposed to be doing, because they think they could do everything better than everybody else. So they try to do everything and then complain about doing everything. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you doing too goddamn much. Sit down. Slow down. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because this is a group effort. Unity requires individuals to be able to understand order. And it's hard for them to understand order if you are always stumbling in people's way. If you always whispering in people's ears. If you are always up in people's face. You might be doing too much. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that you might have a timetable, but the collective might have a whole different timetable. Right? might be working at a whole different rhythm. And you might be doing too much. You might be dancing and stepping on people's feet. You might be trying to drum and hit other people's drum. You might be trying to build and stealing and taking other people's tools. You understand what I'm saying? And you might not even be as good as you think you are. You might be doing too much, right? And it interferes with the whole concept of Umoja, right? It slows the Umoja down. It makes Umoja unattractive to other people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, I'd be better off working by myself, right? Because, you know, it's like, yo, you might be the heart, but at the same time, you want to be the foot. You want to be the brain. You want to be the blood, right? You might be the quarterback, but now you want to be the fullback. And you want to be the lineman. Everybody has to do their position. And they don't need you bumping into them and grinding up against them. Doing it intentional. Do your job, right? But then there's the other person that might be doing too much. And these are the people who might not even understand what's really going on, right? They've been sold a bill of goods, and they think they know how things should work. So they organize it in a way that is outside of our culture, right? And they do a lot of talking, right? A whole lot of talking about what should happen and how it should happen when they have absolutely no concept of how things work in our culture or how things worked in our culture. And they're trying to make things work like a machine, not realizing that the whole machine paradigm that we use, and I'm guilty of it too, this whole machine paradigm that we use is from a Western point of view. The Western world, the West Asians, came up with the idea of the machine, and they think that the universe runs like a machine. That was the best way that they could describe it, because that is how they interact with nature, right? Very mechanical, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's their worldview. But was that our worldview? And was that the worldview that we used to get to where we were, or when we were at our pinnacle, right? And is that the worldview that's going to move us back into power? Or is it the worldview that's going to move us into being the next white people on the planet? See, and please understand, being a white people does not mean that your complexion have to change. See, because this whole white concept, right, is more about a state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? It's about a state of mind. About, you know what I'm saying, where you got one superior and one inferior type idea, right? Because, and I know a lot of y'all get caught up on that, because I be talking about tribe and how the tribe need to come first. Right, but in my mind, the tribe needs to come first. But that does not mean that our tribe is better than any other tribe. But I am striving to bring the best out of my tribe, because if there is a competition, I want to be prepared for it, and I want to win. You understand what I'm saying? I want to win, which does not mean that everybody else have to lose. I know that sounds strange. That sounds strange, right? But this is a big-ass planet, whether y'all know it or not, and there's enough room for all of us to, in a sense, prosper without stepping on each other's toes. Some of you don't know enough, but in your not knowing, you're doing too goddamn much. Slow down. Take your time. Do some study. It don't take no years to do, to get a basic understanding. You just start grasping and get in when you fit in. Both of y'all, both the ones that's a busybody and the one that's a mouthy body. Just kind of feel the culture out. Just go and do a little bit of research, right? Come and experience what it means to be in a tribe. Come and experience the idea of unity, right? Because it might feel a lot different than you think.
especially if you think that it's going to feel like you are a cog in a machine, because it's not like that. Kwame is typing away. He says, deterministic versus quantum probabilities. Charity starts at home, and the greatest influence is on those around whom you kick it. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, what we have to start figuring out is how to get those that we are kicking it with to start operating in their optimal selves. Right? How do we get a collective of individuals that are their best? Everybody. Right? And you know what I'm saying? And that don't and this is and I need people to understand, unity does not require all of us to be the best at the same thing. As a matter of fact, unity suffers when you got too many people that are good at the same thing. It requires us to be able to handle all aspects of life. So all aspects of life are not the same, which means that in different situations, there will be different leadership. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you are the best at situation X, but we are on situation A, because you are in charge during situation X, Y, and Z, that does not mean that you need to be in charge with situation A, because there may be somebody more qualified than you to be able to take leadership in situation A. I think that's wise. I think that's wise. Putting yourself up under one individual for leadership when you have a plethora of things that could pop up that individual might not be able to even deal with, it's kind of problematic. If we have situations where we have a group of individuals that have different levels of mastery in different things, right? When different things and different issues pop up, the one that is most skilled at that need to be the one to step up. And that's what we need to foster. That's what tribe is about. That's what true unity is about. But yo, I'm not going to go on any farther. Hey, sound the war horn, anime. Yeah, man. Here we go. Here we go. And as we say in Giame, class is dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. Let me go and stop that real quick. Man, I'm just, you know, I'm being bombarded with shit, because it's like, because I mean there's certain role requirements, right, that I have kind of pulled myself out of, right? And I'm dealing with whenever you are becoming, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you're becoming, there's always difficulties. And family, check this out. Please trust me. The biggest difficulties that you ever gonna face at first, and I know a lot of people gonna get mad at this, is gonna be from your family. They might not understand what the hell you doing, and they're going to be some of your biggest critics. It might, you know, and people don't even realize, it might just come out as a joke. It's a joke, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's, you know, and it's funny to everybody else, but it's very serious to you, and it's cool. You know, but the whole piece is, when you are doing something new or bringing back something that's old and trying to bring a new way back in, you are going to run into a lot of opposition, and you're going to lose a lot of people around you. But like I said, and like I tell people, sometime, and even sometime, when you're building something, when you're building a culture, when you're building anything, you need to have people that are willing to make themselves a fool for it. And a lot of people don't understand this. See, because I want you to understand, when, and I have to go to some West Asians, when the founder of Apple was talking about home computers for everybody, he was looked at as a fool. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, George Washington Carver with some of the stuff that he was talking about. People that didn't understand looked at him as a fool. You know, I mean, and it's like and we have to understand when you're bringing and you're doing something that a lot of people can't associate with or can't understand, you have to be willing to be a fool. Because that's definitely how people are going to look at you. Definitely. He's a goddamn fool. Right? But then there's a few other people that be like, yo, I mean, you have a certain commitment about you. You have a certain vibe around you. You know what I'm saying? You different. You really believe in something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot of people get upset because I'm like, I'm not a motherfucking handyman. I'm not a motherfucking handyman. I can do some shit and all that, you know what I'm saying? But I believe in focusing my time on shit that I'm able to do. And in a sense provide opportunities for other people to be able to do what they do. I got out of the being a jack of all trades years ago, or even trying to satisfy people and be a jack of all trades. You know what I'm saying? I honestly believe I'm doing a detriment to myself and possibly equipment and other people by trying to be all things to all people. I'm not doing that shit. Especially in my 50s, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I'm very clear on it. And I'm like, yo, some shit I just don't know how to do. And I think I would prefer to save my time and pay somebody else to do it. Leave me the fuck alone. But anyway, that's the type of shit that I have to deal with. So it's like when you seek mastery and you focus on what it is that you do, the people that's close to you is going to try to pull you up because you're supposed to do all this other shit. You're supposed to. All right, I'm like, okay, cool. And find somebody that believe that. I don't do that shit. But anyway, let me do my download real quick. And then we are going to go to the show. We're going to go to the show. For those that we're about to toast the ancestors, for those that want to put their ancestors on the list, the best way to put them on the list, listen closely. Go to gnj.media. Well, you're already there. The best way is, and you can tell your friends, go to gnj.media and follow, right? You know, go there and give us your email address, get on our email list. And by getting on our email list, what that does is that it gives you the ability to communicate with us. And when you communicate with us, you know what I'm saying, you'll be able to give us your the name of your ancestor, and we will put them on the list. Doing too much. There we go. All right, so it's uploading. So now let's get to the toast. Y'all ready? Time for the toast. Time for the toast. Are you ready, Anime? All right, cool. She ready. Y'all ready? Man, first off, I forgot to remind y'all that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know that this is a Heart of a Simple production where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. There we go. All right. So, let's get on over to our glass. Let's get the help drink. We got our ambrosia. And no, I didn't start brewing yet. Lord have mercy. Might have to wait a whole nother weekend, but I guess next weekend I just get up and go get the water and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I went to get my hair cut yesterday. Well, actually, I did the show. Then I put a commercial together, and went to go get my hair cut. And we got to the barbershop early, right? And I said, all right. So then we decided. So we went to Taco Bell, right? For, you know what I'm saying? I like Taco Bell, but you know, I already know a lot of that shit ain't good for me. But we go to Taco Bell and I order my shit. So, you know, we pull up back to the barbershop, in front of the barbershop, and me and Cleve's eating, and I bite into it was like a soft taco that I ordered. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't even talk to nobody when you go to Taco Bell no more. You walk in and you push the buttons. You know what I'm saying? The shit is crazy. You walk in, you push the buttons, and you tell, you know, and in that way you communicate with the kitchen with what you want, and then they'll bring it out, right? You know, because they automating a lot of stuff. Y'all really need to be paying attention to this. So they sent me out the taco, and when I bit into it, it had chicken in it. And after I started chewing it, I'm like, you know, this shit is good, but it's kind of firm. You know, because a lot of people be like, you don't eat meat. You know, meat shouldn't. Listen, I don't eat meat because meat don't taste good. That's like pork. I don't eat pork because pork don't taste good. You know what I'm saying? Please, miss me with all that shit. Pork is one of the best meats. If you eat meat, pork is an excellent, nice tasting meat. You know what I'm saying? I have chosen for totally different reasons why not to eat meat. Now, first off, I don't eat all meat because I found that once I really cut down on meat, my aggressive levels went down. I was less prone to jump to fisticuffs first. You know what I'm saying? It calmed me down. All right, I'm a clearer thinker off meat. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be clear. When I bit into it, it tasted real good. You know, and then I noticed the texture in my mouth, and I spit it out. But I had already got some of those juices in me, right? And if your body is not used to that type of stuff, I was out of it for a little while. But nevertheless, we pulled through, and that was my adventure with meat yesterday. I think Taco Bell tried to kill me. You understand what I'm saying? I ran to the border, and the border started chasing me. All right, so let's get this toast on, family. First off, we lift up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass high, and we salute that Creator, and we say the words of power. Ashe. At least that's the word of power we use. If you use your own word of power, feel free to go on and replace it in your toast. We lift up our glass. We salute our personal ancestors as we do. This is why we form this show, and this is why we do what we do. So we lifting up our glass high, and we saluting. We're saluting our personal ancestors. And, of course, I'm going to start saying the names as I do on a daily basis. And once again, family, I already gave you instruction on how to get your people on the list. Also, if you are tuned in right now and you want to throw some ancestors up, by all means do. I do have a pen, and hopefully it writes. Let's see. It writes a little bit. But I can run upstairs, which I don't mind doing, and get something that will be able to make sure that we are able to salute your ancestors, because that's why we do this. Take that breath, drink that special blend of coffee. I use that sea moss. I actually turned to a gel. Sea moss, dandelion root, burdock root. I might have some chicory in there as well. chicory, and cocoa. Now, the only issue that I have with it is that something in these ingredients, in this combination, won't allow it to gel up. So I am going to, I think I might throw some chia seeds up in there with the ambrosia so that, you know, it got that fermenting power as well. So maybe it could be the ambrosia that might be stopping it from, but it didn't stop the last gel. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what I made my other sea moss gel out of. But anyway, let's keep it moving. One more sip. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Tex, Andy Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Chris Finney, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tapper, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Sapet Mott, Rob Malik Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, The Farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Ed Ageni, Duran Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Marsh, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley and Luxor Brothers, Miss Cedar Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Lance Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Frost, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Rick Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayberg, B.D. Sarah Well, Livy the Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sudbury, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Percy Thornton, Howard Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keachla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson. Oh my God. Let's go back to we got we're gonna go to I need to go back. Oh, wrong side. So I'm going to go back to Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachla Reese, Linda Watson Hammond, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy Seven Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Randy Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Investor, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vita Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russ, Denny Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basigi Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anders Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradling, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pintup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ida Candy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nailon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ron Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jepson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Marco Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca Alice Honor, Arthur Honor, Heidi Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn Caitlin Bob Hatch, Kimball, Vernon, Bradley Kim, Harry Tubman Case, Mr. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Mally Miller, Housley Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Fred Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan. Nope. Let's see. Where am I at? Mary Williams, Leroy QC, Amber Mormons, but nope. That's too far down. Don't want to. All right. I'm going to stop right here. Bowie, Lester, and Rachel Saunders. Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Fred Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, Willie Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Aaron Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Miley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Hyman Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., John Caldwell Sr. I want to go straight to Nevaeh McCormick, but I think there's somebody before that, so let me check. We got John Caldwell Sr., and we got Robert Lee Caldwell. Then we got Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, we got Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chuckamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Vincent Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lloyd Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. All right, let's move to the black list. The black book. We got Jordan Giles, James Carswell. We got Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Elder Fatima McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Thomas, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Sam McClain, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan, Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White. Wow, I made it farther than I made it before. Wow. Wow, we had Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Justice Carl White, Desi Woods, Taylor Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown. And I'm thinking I might have let some people out, but I don't think so. But I have to go back. I mean, if anybody out there, if I missed anybody's ancestors, please let me know. Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simon DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Regal Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, Jamie Lizzie Winston, David and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leather Singh, Glass Kofor, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don. We got Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney. We got Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brendan Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bueller, Papa Al Reese, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gare, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Cape, Pam Johnson, Vivian Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Anley, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Era Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Nina Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Kelly Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Ivan Shell, Roberto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoco Rashidi. Family, we lift up our glass and we salute each and every last one of these ancestors. And we lift up our glass high and we say, Ashe. One of my screens just went out. And I didn't touch it. Alright, from there, family, we're lifting up our glass and move to the present moment right now. We are marching into Umoja. And family, I ask each and every one of you, as I do on a daily basis, please open up your reticular formation. Get out there, seek out Umoja. Matter of fact, just open up your reticular formation. Umoja gonna come to you. It's out there. It's happening all the time, right? Learn about it. You know what I'm saying? Study it. And then share your observations with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to do some scientific observations. We got to start keeping notes. Now, this is crazy. So, yesterday I sat down and I watched He-Man. I know a lot of y'all going to be laughing. But, you know, I like that type of shit. But anyway, He-Man, I'm talking about the new one on Netflix, right? So there is a character on He-Man named Orko. And Orko is a spiritual, some type of little imp from another dimension, right? Who always does magic and he always gets it wrong. In most cases, right? And Orko was given a black girl. Actually, there was a black girl on it. It's black people on He-Man. You know what I'm saying? The original, the Castle Grayskull. According to this variation of the story, Castle Grayskull is named after the first hero, and his name was Grayskull, and he was a brother, right? But anyway, Orko gave this sister, because she wanted to become an adventurer like they were, and he's giving her advice, and he tells her, he says, you know what I'm saying? They were at a very beautiful site, and the girl was talking about how beautiful it was, and he said, yeah, it's just too bad. You're going to eventually forget this, blah, blah, blah. She's like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, I had so many adventures when I was younger that they all start running together. So he gave her the advice. He said, listen, keep a journal so that you can jot a lot of this stuff down so that you can re-experience it in its fullness. Right? And I was like, wow. Right? And we need to do the same thing with our principles because we are on an adventure, right? And a lot of this stuff is going to start running together, and we got to leave our observations and and the knowledge that we have gathered so that our children will be able to pull from it and pick the best out of it. Right? And apply it. You know what I'm saying? And then another show, matter of fact, I forgot to post it, but Army, the funky academic, he did a show. It's only 23 minutes where he talks about the concept of, well, he did a Latin quote, and I think it's Latin, and basically what it says that the skill is long, or my fault, the craft is long, but life is short. And he went into a thing talking about how knowledge is passed on from generation to generation. Knowledge is generational. So we get into our craft and we master our craft and we take that information and we pass it to the next generation. So he says it takes several generations to master certain skills. And he goes back and he talks about how in America, those of, you know what I'm saying, African, you know what I'm saying, those of African descent, those of us that have been here, were, in a sense, chased out of the fields and chased out of the concept of mastery, right? And real good conversation, but it talks about that whole tribal knowledge and about having stuff so that we could pass it on. It's funny how things just work together, right? You know what I'm saying? But, I call it the ancestors. Some people say, it was luck. You know what I'm saying? I just happened to watch that piece with Iron Man, and then I get to He-Man, and the same damn lesson is coming out of He-Man. Look, you got to write the shit down so that you can enjoy this, you can review it, and you can pass it on. And I'm challenging you to do the same thing with your principles, right? I challenge you to do the same thing with your principles, whether you write it down or whether you do like I do, get on here and have your discussion about it. Because like I said, you know what I'm saying, for years to come, my children are going to be able to pick a day, right? October 5th, right? And they're going to be able to see several different views of me on October 5th for several years. They're going to be able to see my growth. They're going to be able to see if there's any regression. They're going to be able to see the change in my views. They're going to be able to see me getting grayer, right? They're gonna see me moving more towards mastery or more towards foolery. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna get the progress, and they're gonna be able to see, and they're gonna be able to identify what was working best for me and what was not working best, right? And they're gonna be able to take that knowledge, and they're going to be able to invest it into their life, especially if they're going to do something like this. Like I told y'all, right now I'm still in experimental mode, and I'm trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying? But from me attempting, my children are going to be able to see what I did, and they're going to be able to copy what I did, and they're going to be able to hone out the stuff that don't work for me and be able to be a little bit more precise in getting to where they need to get. And that's how it happens, right? Anyway, so we lift up our glass for this present moment because we know we need to realize what is popping off in the present moment. And as we do on a daily basis, for those that don't speak the language, Umoja means unity. Truth is the modic principle of the day. Violet is the color, as you can see with my shirt. Violet is the color, as you can see with my shirt. And I shouldn't even be on the screen, huh? Shouldn't even be on the screen. Shame on you, Brother Hatim. There you go. Violet. And then also you get your Daily Toaster shirt. Go to merch.gnj.media. Gonna support the journey. You know what I'm saying? But then also, mentalism is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Quojo. Female name is Ajua. I'm lifting up my glass. I'm saluting this present moment, to power in this moment. I recognize it. And I'm lifting up my glass high. And we say, Ashe. From there, I'm going to move to the future. Move to my children, my children's children, on to infinity, lifting up the glass for them in advance. And we say, Ashe. Kwame say, like the great kazoo on the Flintstones. Yeah. And he said, axiom beget theorems, and theorems beget foundations. Now how to build. Now here's to build. Oh, now, okay. All right. So, anyway, we lifting up our glass to all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, family, we lifting that glass up for that special toast that you may have. Whatever it is, we lift it up. Come on now. I got you. Gonna say it out. Lifting it up. Also, and then also we're going to lift up our glass for all of those family members, those tribe members, those extended family, those extended tribe members that might be struggling with something, right? We're going to send that energy out to them, whether it's health, whether it's sadness, whether it's depression, whether it's drug addiction, whatever. We send it out to those our loved ones, because we know we got people around us that are struggling with stuff, and we want to send out that balanced energy out there to help them, right? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, we lift up our glass and we salute and we move to that selfish toast. This is about you. What is it that you need right now in this moment? We lifting up that glass, and what we say? Come on now. Say it with me. Ashe. All right. And actually what I'm supposed to say is we lifting up the glass, and I'm asking you, what do you need in this moment to become the greater you, right? Not just lifting it up to you. I'm looking for the best in you. So we lifting it up for that, and we say Ashe. From there, family, I'm lifting up my glass. Not only am I looking for the best in you, what I'm also looking for in you is this. Are you ready? I don't know if y'all ready for this. They ready for this one? I don't think they're ready for this one, right? I'm asking you to raise up your tribe. Family, who is your tribe? You got a tribe? You should have a tribe, right? I mean, because that's a whole nother piece that this whole thing is about. If you don't have a tribe, you know what I'm saying? Either you need to build one, you need to join one. You know what I'm saying? We still got room in Giambi, so come on. You know, like I said, let's build. We lifting up our glass. We say, Ashe. Of course you got to pass. Of course you got to pass the initiation. Next, we lift up our glass, right? And I'm going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, the wisest individual in the room. I'm lifting my glass up to you, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. As I start getting adjusted to the new year that's starting, we'll get back to the news and maybe even opening up the lines. I mean, on the weekends, we're going to be able to, of course, do toast and talk, you know, but these last couple of weekends, you know, stuff be popping up. So it is what it is. So, family, I'm up. I'm out. It was a pleasure being with you, and I want to sing you out right. So let's go there.
Mr. Deity.
Finish up your health drink. Get your water. Have yourself a great Umoja.
Cox can help make your home smarter and your life easier. Now you can use your Contour voice remote to connect to your home life cameras so you can view them right on your TV screen using simple voice commands. That makes it easy to keep tabs on what's happening around your home right from your couch. Need to keep an eye on the kids when they're playing outside? Just say, "Show me my backyard camera" into your Cox voice remote and watch them while you're in the house. And if you're waiting for a delivery and want to make sure it's there on time, no problem. Just say, "Show me driveway camera" to check on it with your Home Life HD cameras on the TV screen while you go about your day. When you live in a home powered by Cox Internet, you can stay connected to what matters and let Cox take care of the rest. To learn more about all the benefits of your connected home, visit cox.com/thisishome today.
New hot and iced Sunrise Batch Coffee from Dunkin'. A bright and balanced, full-bodied blend brewed so you can get summering from sunrise to sunset. And even after that, because that's when you can show off those string lights you hung in the backyard. Or rehung. Enjoy a medium, hot or iced Sunrise Batch Coffee for $2. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may